Hello again everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And you join me today on, you've guessed it, a windy day. Just seems like the wind has been blowing forever recently, and I'm just on the windy road from my home, a short trip to Brean beach, and the sun is shining. And today we've got a high tide at 9 o'clock tonight, or just before, and a nice sort of semi-spring tide, about 11 metres on the Western Supermare scale. Chris unfortunately can't be with me today, so I'm on my own. So the aim is to get down there and dig some lug off the beach for about half an hour, 40 minutes, to get enough for the session, and just be fishing those on 2 rods with probably quite small hooks, probably size 2s, maybe 1s. Always a chance of a sole, but the main target I think today will be bass. There'll be a big surf out there today, I'm sure. The weather's been playing havoc with my fishing and also work as well. I've been having to work quite a bit recently, which is why I haven't really been posting too many videos. It's a horrible little road here to Brean. Right, so a short while to go now till I get to the beach, and I'll join you there in a bit. There's a good one. The worms aren't easy today. I should get enough in half an hour or so to fish the tide. The wind is, as anticipated, straight in, probably 20-25 mile an hour. But I've got about half an hour, 40 minutes till I can start fishing. So I just got to crack on and dig as many as I can. Lug is definitely the premier bait here if you're after the bass or the sole. So just got to get on and do it, and hope my back holds out. And there we go, the fruits of my labour. Free bait. So generally when I come down here, I try and get here about 4 hours before high, which gives me enough time to dig some lovely lug and then get set up without rushing too much. I mean, this sort of really churned up sea today, you know, 3, 4 or 5 or 6 of these lovely fresh lug and a big bait has got to attract the attention of a passing bass or sole, you'd think. That's the idea anyway. Right, so I'm just going to wander down a bit closer to the sea and get my rod set up, and I'll join you shortly. Okay, so that's my first bait ready to go out on a short pulley, size 1s pennel, and today I've got my Penn Tidal 420s and some casting specials to go with it. Right, I'm going to get that one out before I bait the other one up. There's 3 or 4 other anglers down to the right towards Brean down there. And a bit of weed in the sea to be expected. Does look bassy though. Right, first cast, not too far. The bass could be quite close. Don't put the grips in on the first cast. Just the sand is so soft out here at this state of the tide, your lead can just go straight to the bottom of it and be a bugger to shift. So just a gentle lob initially, just move the lead gently there just to make sure it's not stuck, and then walk it back. It's a good tide today, it's going to come racing in. Well, you can see the speed at which it's coming in now. It'll be at the rods in 5 minutes, maybe 10 at the most, so you've got to keep moving back with it. So I'll get this one in the rod rest and then bait up the other one and get that one out, and try and vary the distances that I cast. You can afford to leave your bait out here for quite a long time. If you put a big bait on, there's not really too much that's going to rob your bait except for fish. So not really any crabs or anything. So a big bait like that I've just put on, 45 minutes easily will last. Hopefully before that long I'll get a lovely slack liner. And again, in this sort of wind, it's difficult sometimes to gauge a bite. So really, the most common bite here is just a slack line bite, or it drifts off to the right. It's the general way that the fish move when they hook themselves. Right, let's get the other one done. Slap line on the far rod. That's a fish. That's a fish. That's definitely a fish. Is he there? Oh, don't say I missed it. I think I missed it. That was a good bite. I think I missed it. Well, that was a bit annoying. Missing that bite. Just felt the way it developed, the fish was there. There's a pull down and quite a lot of slack line. Should have been there. I'll have to give it more time next if I get another bite. Still, it shows that there are fish out there today. Baits have been in the water about half an hour now. Bite on this rod now. Doesn't feel like a bass, to be honest. Could be a ray. Could just be weed. Just a heavy weight, really. Blimey. It's taking some shifting, this is. Got to be a ray at it. Yeah, going back. Oh, a nice one. Yeah. Yeah. As I said before, they do take lug on this beach. Whoa. There we go, mate. Oh God. Bite on the right hand rod. It's hard to tell, but I think that is, it's going down tide, isn't it? Let's have a feel for it. Ooh, is that a fish? It's a long way down tide. I'm going to have that in, I think. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look. Again, a long way out, so it's very difficult to tell. But that has gone miles down tide. Miles, almost to Brean down. So you'd think that's got to be a fish. Go on. There's something there. Lovely little bass. There you go, mate. Off he goes. Oh, he spiked me. Okay. Well, it's turning out to be quite an enjoyable little session. Had that one early missed bite, and then that nice thorn back, and a little bass, which is a beautiful little fish. For about an hour of the tide left, you can see how far up the beach it's come. And the waves have sort of compressed as it's got towards high. I'm not that far out with either rod, probably about 100 yards with one and 150 with the other, but that's just beyond those waves out there, so I'm in a good spot. Just needs a nice big fat bass to wander past my bait just to complete the day. Loads of sandhoppers in the old seaweed there. What a lovely evening now. That wind has just died a little bit. Well, just about on high tide now. I'm just going to give it a few minutes over high. This looks so nice. Bass and sole time really as the sun starts to go down. Well, that's it. Time to go home. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Quite a pleasant afternoon in the end. That wind slowly dropped. Had a couple of fish, missed another one, and the weather's beginning to look better as this week progresses. Hopefully I can get away from work. Chris has just retired, so he's going to have more time for fishing, and I'm sure we'll be out on an adventure soon. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers.